Paul vs. Fury. On January 27, 2023, it was announced that Jake Paul would face Tommy Fury on February 26 in Saudi Arabia. On the night of the fight, Paul lost via split decision, despite knocking Fury down in the 8th round. One judge scored it 75-74 to Paul, while other two judges had it 76-73 to Fury. Cancelled bouts. Paul vs. Rahman Jr. Tommy Fury was originally scheduled to fight Paul again, but pulled out of the bout due to travel issues. It was announced on July 7 that Hasim Rahman Jr. would replace Fury in the fight. The fight was set for August 6, 2022, at the Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York. On July 30, it was announced that the bout would be cancelled due to weight issues, and that all sales towards the fight would be refunded. Mixed martial arts career. Professional Fighter League. On January 5, 2023, it was announced that Paul had signed a multi-year deal with the Professional Fighters League. Paul began training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in anticipation of his MMA debut with ADCC head organizer Mo Jassim and ATOS BJJ black belt Michael Perez. Controversies and legal issues. Content controversies. On January 3, 2018, Paul uploaded a video to his YouTube channel titled, "I Lost My Virginity," which used a thumbnail of himself and his then-girlfriend Erica Costel posing semi-nude on top of each other. The video was age-restricted by YouTube as a result, and critics such as Keemstar criticized the thumbnail as being inappropriate for his younger audience. The thumbnail was later changed with both Paul and Costel fully clothed and not touching each other. 2 days later, on January 5, TMZ revealed a video in which Paul used the racial epithet, nigga, multiple times while freestyle rapping. On November 29, 2020, Paul sparked frustration after stating he paved the way for content house creation and boxing matches between high-profile social media stars. Many objected to Paul's claim, observing that he did not create the first content house, nor was he the first YouTube star to fight in a boxing match. Scam allegations. On January 3, 2018, Paul started the website Edfluence, a program claiming to teach younger people how to be successful, learn life skills, and earn money online. The course cost $7 per user, which would allow the user to unlock a series of videos for a roadmap to success as an influencer. However, the $7 did not unlock the entire program, but only gave a few basic tips. Paul also promised his audience that if they joined the course, they would get to join Team 1000, which did not happen. Following the situation, Paul was accused of scamming young followers and stealing their money. Then, 2 years later, on January 31, 2020, Edfluence was shut down, which stopped the course permanently. On February 15, Paul announced that he would partner with Los Angeles-based brand development group Gens Holdings Inc. to create a $19.99 per month platform aimed at teaching children how to build an online presence. The Financial Freedom Movement promises to give subscribers access to Jake Paul's personal experience, rituals and secret formula, and cutting-edge mentorship, coaching, and training. The program has been criticized by some, with one interviewer questioning whether it would send a dangerous message to his young fanbase. On January 3, 2019, Paul, along with fellow YouTuber RiceGum, came under fire for promoting Mystery Brand, a website that offers the chance to open a digital mystery box of pre-selected items with a promise to win one in real life at random. Many users have said they have not received prizes they won through the site. A class action lawsuit filed against the cryptocurrency company SafeMoon that alleged the company is a pump and dump scheme. Paul was named as a defendant along with musician Nick Carter, rappers Soulja Boy and Lil Yachty, and social media personality Ben Phillips for promoting the SafeMoon token on their social media accounts with misleading information as part of the 2022 SafeMoon fraud allegations. On the same day, the U.S. 11th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in a lawsuit against BitConnect that the Securities Act of 1933 extends to targeted solicitation using social media. In March 2022, YouTuber CoffeeZilla uploaded a video in which he accused Paul of using cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens to scam his fans out of $2.2 million. Party complaints, public nuisance lawsuits, and COVID-19. In addition to the 2017 public complaints that eventually led to Paul's dismissal from Bizarrebark, Paul's neighbors in the Beverly Grove neighborhood of Los Angeles filed a class action public nuisance lawsuit against Paul. This came after Paul made his home address public, leading crowds of fans to gather outside Paul's residence, and noise complaints by neighbors. On April 24, 2018, it was reported that Paul was being sued by Cobra Acquisitions, the company that owns the house, for $2.5 million. On February 23, 2020, in Las Vegas, Nevada, Paul was involved in an altercation with British singer Zayn Malik at Westgate, the hotel near the MGM Grand Garden Arena at which the two were staying. Paul and Malik's rooms were right across from each other, and when Paul's older brother, Logan, went to Paul's hotel room, an argument broke out between Malik and Paul because Paul believed Malik was using a rude tone. Following the interaction, Paul posted about it on Twitter, which drew attention from Malik's girlfriend and American model Gigi Hadid. Paul later deleted his tweets which criticized Malik and then posted another tweet stating that he tweeted about the incident since he was drunk, acknowledging the fact in a tweet later in the day, writing, "Someone needs to take my phone when I'm drunk because I am a fucking idiot." Logan released the video footage on the 161st episode of his podcast, Impulsive, in which he explained the whole situation. On July 11, 2020, Paul threw a large party at his home in Calabasas, California, despite the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Dozens of people attended without wearing masks and maintaining social distancing. After complaints from neighbors and videos surfaced on social media, Calabasas Mayor Alicia Weintraub expressed outrage, saying, "They're having this large party, no social distancing, no masks, it's just a big huge disregard for everything that everybody is trying to do to get things back to functioning." She continued, saying, "It's really just a party acting like COVID does not exist, it's acting that businesses aren't closed." She later added that the city was looking into all of our options regarding penalties for Paul and the attendees of the party. On November 25, 2020, Paul attracted further COVID-related controversy due to statements in an interview with the Daily Beast. When interviewer Marlo Stern asked Paul if he regretted his words and actions regarding the July 11th party, Paul responded by saying that COVID-19 was a hoax, also stating that 98% of news is fake, and that he believed the measures against COVID-19 in the United States should end, calling them the most detrimental thing to our society. When Stern tried to question his claims, Paul told Stern, "You're arrogant. You're very arrogant. You want clickbait, and I've never even heard of you." The interview sparked condemnation from various individuals and media outlets, such as Page 6, and fellow YouTuber Tyler Woodley, who called Paul aggressively ignorant and embarrassing. Attending a riot at an Arizona mall, an FBI raid. On May 30, 2020, Paul and a few of his friends came to have dinner at P.F. Chang's outside of Scottsdale Fashion Square in Scottsdale, Arizona, as part of the George Floyd protests, where it escalated quickly and people began looting the mall. Multiple instances of footage show Paul and his friends outside of a P.F. Chang's witnessing the riot, and they made their way inside the mall where they documented the incident. People on social media criticized Paul for entering the mall and standing in the middle of the mall witnessing people looting stores. Paul later apologized on social media condemning the violence, and also denied the accusations of looting, instead saying he was filming as a public service for a future video. Paul said, "We filmed everything we saw in an effort to share our experience and bring more attention to the anger felt in every neighborhood we traveled through. We were strictly documenting, not engaging." On June 4, 2020, Paul was charged with criminal trespass and unlawful assembly, both misdemeanor charges, for being in the mall during the riot. On August 5, 2020, Paul's Calabasas mansion was raided by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. In a statement to the Los Angeles Times, the FBI stated, "The FBI is executing a federal search warrant at a residence in Calabasas in connection with an ongoing investigation." On the same day, the charges were dismissed without prejudice. The Scottsdale Police Department said it was in the best interest of the community and would allow a federal criminal investigation to be completed. Paul also explained in a now-deleted video that the raid was completely related to the looting controversy. In August 2021, it was reported Paul would not face federal charges over the incident. Sexual assault allegations. On April 9, 2021, a video was released by TikTok personality Justine Paradise, who alleged that Paul forced her into oral sex and touched her without her consent during an incident at the Team 10 house in 2019. Paul responded to the accusations, saying, "Sexual assault accusations aren't something that I, or anyone should ever take lightly. But to be crystal clear, this claim made against me is 100% false." In a later video, Paradise stated she received harassment and death threats over the accusation. On April 22, 2021, an article about Paul in the New York Times featured a second accusation by model and actress Rayleigh Lawley. Lawley, who had started working for Paul at 17, alleged that Paul would call her jailbait and at one point groped her. Investigation in Puerto Rico. On May 15, 2021, Paul was investigated by the Puerto Rico Department of Natural and Environmental Resources for riding a motorized vehicle on Puerto Rico's beaches, seen on a video that was posted online but then removed. It is illegal to ride motorized vehicles on Puerto Rico's beaches in order to protect natural wildlife such as sea turtles. Paul apologized, stating he had intended no harm. Personal life. Paul has English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, Jewish, French and German ancestry. Paul has a net worth of approximately $17 minus $30 million. In January 2022, Forbes announced that Paul made approximately $38 million from boxing in 2021, making him the 46th highest-paid athlete in the world for that period. Paul began dating fellow American YouTuber and internet personality Tana Mongeau in April 2019. In June 2019, the couple announced that they were engaged, although many fans and commentators did not believe that the engagement was legitimate. On July 28 of that year, Paul and Mongeau exchanged vows in Las Vegas. In Touch later reported that the couple had not obtained a marriage license prior to the ceremony and that the officiant was also not licensed by the state of Nevada. As a result, the marriage was not legally binding. BuzzFeed reported that Paul and Mongeau left the ceremony separately. The ceremony, which was available on pay-per-view for $50, was recorded by MTV for the show No Filter, Tana Mongeau. On an episode of the show, Mongeau stated that the ceremony was something fun and lighthearted that we're obviously doing for fun and for content. The couple announced their breakup in January 2020. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.